clearly a Ponzi, right? It's clearly Ponzi. It's just clearly. I mean, obviously, it's a Ponzi, right? It's clear. I can look at it and I can tell just by looking at it. It's a Ponzi. It's got to be a Ponzi. Clearly a Ponzi. We're live, guys. We are live. Welcome. Please. Thank you. Okay. Please. Guys, welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom, and we are live, baby. We are live. Okay, we are going to answer some questions. We're going to read some comments. Okay, we are going to do today what we do every single Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time. We're going to do that today, and I'm just going to be going over your guys' comments. I'm going to be reading your comments. I'm going to be responding to your comments, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, guys, don't forget, since you're here, make sure that you get that chat box filled up, okay, so that we can have some live dialogue. I always like doing that with you guys, kind of going back and forth live. We're breaking the fourth barrier, right? We're breaking the fourth media barrier, right? The fourth barrier is that the media person can respond live to the people watching. That's called the fourth barrier, and we're breaking it down, right? We're breaking down the fourth barrier, and that is pretty explosive, right? That we're breaking down the fourth barrier. Okay, so this is, we're going to have a lot to talk about today. And, I'm excited about this one. I have come with a lot of information for you guys, and also just, happy to be here, happy to be, alive, right? This is the day. Right? And we're alive. We're alive. We're breathing. That's a start, right? I mean, that's a start. We woke up this morning, so there's something to be happy about right there. So let me go ahead and let's see, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this one comment first, or if I want to kind of because this is going to get a little bit heavy, guys. It's going to get a little bit heavy, and I may as well. I guess I may as well just get into it. Now, here's the thing, guys. This one is going to be slightly different, and this is not going to be for children. We're going to be discussing some adult topics, okay? And so just understand that usually when I'm on here, I try to be funny, I try to keep it upbeat, I try to be happy, but I do have to address some issues, right? And so it's gonna get it might get a little bit uncomfortable, but it is what it is. It's got to be done. I'm going to do it this one time, and then after that, I'm not going to keep repeating myself and doing the same thing over. So what I want to do is I want to get into this comment, and let's go ahead and get started. All right. Here's the comment. It's from one of my critics, and I want to read the entire comment, and then I want to go through it line by line to give you guys my response. I'm doing this one time and one time only. I'm not going to keep coming back with these same responses, but this is from an individual who has, I don't know. I don't know if he thinks that I'm hiding something or what it is, but he's like dug through my whole past, and he's just brought up a lot of crazy stuff. And here's the thing, guys. The question I ask is, this guy is supposed to be like a person who quote unquote exposes like pyramid schemes. But my question is, what does this have to do with like exposing pyramid schemes? I mean, it's just gotten to the point where it's like it's not even a debate. It's not a good faith debate. It's not a friendly debate. It's like it's an unfriendly, accusatory, like ad hominem attack where he's just like, I'm just going to attack this guy. Right. And so I don't know exactly why he's doing it, but he has decided to go forward with that. I've done nothing but be respectful to him on my platform. And, I try to be respectful to everybody. But, let me just go ahead and address these issues. OK, first and foremost, none of this stuff is a secret. Okay, so everything that he talks about in this comment, I've already written about it. It's in my book. I plug my book every single day, right, on every single show. So that's the power of leadership. I did this book with Matt Morris. I wrote a chapter. Matt wrote a chapter. It's got chapters written by a lot of other amazing authors and entrepreneurs. 200 plus pages of game. It's good, right? And it deals with my personal life, my incarcerations, my struggle with addiction, overcoming that, my, getting zeroed out, losing my businesses, coming back from that, right? It's all dealt with in the book. But nevertheless, I want to deal with it here as well for you guys, just to answer this guy's comment. So here he goes. The first part is he's saying, you are a fake trader, okay, with a fake book for credibility, where you paid a service to create it for you with no track record of success in business, etc. Manager at Steak and Shake, committing multiple felonies, being a fake Christian rapper, and losing your insurance license. None of this qualifies you to teach people to trade. You're 100% responsible for anyone who signs up to these Ponzi schemes through your affiliate link. You play it off like I'm just sharing what I do. Okay, do that, but without the referral links. Oh, you would never do that, would you? The only reason you makes, I think he meant make, the only reason you make these videos is to get people to sign up through your referral links, man. You're unemployable and had to turn to scamming. Okay. So let's do this one by one. Let me go ahead and answer these. Now, guys, look, first and foremost, this stuff is not a secret. Okay. I talk about it in my book. I wrote this book with Matt Morris. I plug the book every single time I do a video. Uh, Also, it's important for you guys as I go into this. One thing that I want you guys to understand is that this is no longer an argument about the legitimacy or the legality of crypto platforms. This is just a flat out, just a flat out attacking my character, right? That's what it is. So, I mean, it's like you've left, and this person, it's a shame because this person, I mean, his show is kind of entertaining. I mean, I used to be like an avid watcher of it, but it's like you've left the point where you're actually arguing on the the validity of these programs and things like that. The scammer thing is fine. You want to talk scammer, you can talk that all day. Pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, that's all fine. But and he's done this with other people too. He just recently did an expose on Ed Zimbardi, the leader of crypto program. And it was just basically a whole video where he just slandered Ed the entire time. And then he released another video where he actually put disinformation out there about Ed's platform that's like just factually wrong. Right. So this guy is like, I don't know what it is. I mean, he's trying to build his YouTube channel. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. But let me go ahead and let's see. Where do we start here? Yeah, so I mean, it's an ad hominem attack, right? This isn't even it's like you're not even arguing any type of this is no longer a debate, right? This is like I'm just going to attack this guy because I don't like him or I think that he's a, criminal or he's a fraud or whatever have you. And that's what it's turned into. And that's kind of a shame, right? I mean, I don't listen, I've been a young man before. I know what it's like growing up and being a younger guy and, going through life and you're trying to start something. And I get it, man. And I think, honestly, frankly, I think the guy's got a lot of talent. But, I mean, what are you doing here? Are you just making attack videos? Are you like, is your whole platform going to be to criticize people and bring people down in order to get like views and followers and things? I mean, is that your whole deal? I mean, I guess that's a grift, man. People do it. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people, but for me personally, guys, I want to build something that adds value to people's life. I don't want to be a guy that's tearing people down. I'm not interested in that. Right. I just not even interested in tearing him down. Right. I don't, really, I just want to kind of live my life here. But here's the thing. these things that he's bringing up about my past, man, I've got to address them. Right? Because it's like, dude, this is like you're like hitting a foul ball right now, dude. You're like playing you're not playing fair at this point. You're trying to do these below the belt attacks, so I'm going to have to address it here. So, let's get into it, guys. Number 1. Okay, his number 1 attack was fake trader, right? He says I'm a fake trader. Okay? Now, he doesn't have any proof of that, right? I know I'm not a fake trader, but he doesn't have any proof that I'm a fake trader, right? It's just a baseless accusation, right? It's totally baseless. It's just like, I mean, I feel like we're on the playground, dude, and you're just like going, nah, 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 you're a fake trader. I mean, is that what this has come to? Right? I mean, are you just, what are you doing? You're throwing rocks at me? I mean, you don't know if I'm a fake trader or not. You don't know me, dude. Right? So, I mean, anyway, let me tell you the story of my trades, and I'll also give you the evidence, right? I'll give you the story of how I became a trader, and I'll give you the evidence, right? So here it is. A few years ago, now as you guys know, I'm an ex-felon. I've done prison time. I've been, I got back. I've had an insurance license in the past. I was an insurance broker. I've been in a lot of different various sales roles throughout my life and throughout my career, right? And I had a reputable, good business as an insurance broker until I lost my licenses. The reason why I lost my licenses excuse me, I have a felony record. Okay, so once I got out of prison, once I got back into my regular life, I got, my licenses were still good, so I went back and got signed up with more, insurance providers and things like that, and I started building my insurance business back up. Right, it did very well, and it wasn't until like 2 or 3 years later where the states came back and they sued all the states that I was licensed in, sued to take away my license on the basis of me being a felon. So what I decided to do is I decided to hire a lawyer and fight it. Right. So I said, okay, hired a lawyer, call the lawyer. Can we fight this? Sure, we can fight it. Just send me $300 to start. So the first payment was 300 and then it went up from there. So I'm paying this lawyer, man, week after week, month after month to try to fight so that I don't lose my insurance license. But all that was happening was I was losing my money to this lawyer who was really not getting anywhere, fighting these revocations. So now here's another thing. During that season of time, I was living in a $1 million home. See, I'd already come back, right? I've been out of prison, hit the ground running. I was zeroed out. I was living with my mom. I had to build everything back up. Right. So built my business back up. I've got a $1 million home. I've got a couple of nice cars. Great business, right? Big, all the trappings of success I had, right? I had the big smart TV and all the other stuff. And it was a great home, in Creve Coeur, which is a great area. And over Christmas, that's when they decided to send me the letter talking about that they're going to sue me and take away my licenses. I tried to fight it. I failed. Okay, because I didn't want. I was like, did he have the money? Maybe I had the money, but I didn't want to keep paying the lawyer, and never getting anywhere. It's like I was just pushing money down a black hole at that point. So I said, okay, this is a few years ago. I have to figure something else out, right? And I have a dear, dear friend who, God bless him. Thank God for him. He's been a tried and true friend. When you go to prison, guys, you figure out who your friends are and who they aren't. Right. That's, hopefully God help, God help you never to ever have to go through what I've gone through. Okay. But if you ever have to do that, you figure out real quick who your real friends are and who your fake friends are. And even though I had a big Facebook and all this other stuff, well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to everything. Okay, because this guy's like literally trying to take the shotgun approach to, I don't know, like what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to I mean, what are you trying to do here? Like, do you think that I'm like ashamed of my past? Right? I'm not. Right? I am who I am, and I like who I am. Sorry. I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine. I don't need you to like it. Okay. So, anyway, let me get back on track here. So, anyway, my dear friend called me and he said, "Hey, I want you to look into this." And it was a course, it was a trading course. And it was very expensive trading course. Okay. But what am I going to do? I'm a convicted felon. This guy does have a point, to a lot of people, I'm quote unquote unemployable. Right. So, what am I going to do? And I don't want to lose my lifestyle. I didn't just need a job, guys. I needed at least 6 figures a year to keep my lifestyle, right? Or I was going to lose everything again and get zeroed out again. And it's like, oh my lord, it's like, man, because at this point, I had changed my life, man. I was involved in the church. I was involved back with the Lord, and I was like, I thought I was doing good, right? It's like, oh man, I'm gonna get zeroed out again. And so this guy said, hey man, you need to look into this trading thing. And it was forex trading. It was currency exchange trading. So he called me up and he said, hey dude, I need you to look at this. So I looked at it. And it was expensive, but I decided to take a leap of faith and do it. So I got involved in a class. Actually, it's like a college curriculum, right? That I got involved in when it came to learning how to learning how to trade forex, learning what forex is, learning the different type of brokers that you can get involved in with forex, as well as other types of trading. Stock market, commodities trading, like gold and silver, things of that nature, right? Indices, index trading, index funds. So all of that stuff I had a course in, and it was like a college. Seriously, there were 101 classes, 201, 301, and even 401 classes that I went through, guys. I mean, sleepless nights, right? And then I got involved. I started learning how to do it. And what happened? Well, I started trying to go off of some of the other strategies that were being taught in the course, right? And some of the strategies that were being taught in the course were, frankly, they were hard for me to work with, and they weren't producing the kind of results that I needed. I was very, very aggressively trading. I was trying to make a lot of money. I was trying to make a lot of money really fast, and I made a lot of rookie mistakes, right? This has been years in the making, guys. Made a ton of rookie mistakes, made a lot of errors. So, I know what a pip is. It's a point in percentage, right? I know how the Forex game works. You've got your longs, you've got your shorts, you've got your intraday, you've got your binary options trading. I'm not just pulling all this stuff out of the air, right? I didn't just like one day wake up and say, oh, I'm going to pretend to be a trader so I can push a course online and try to make money that way. No, this is my story. And bro, you don't know me. You don't know what I went through. You didn't see. You weren't there, right? You weren't there for any of this, right? So anyway, went through that, failed a lot, lost a lot of money, right? And then I learned, I've hit my head against the wall so many times. I learned, okay, I'm not going to put any more real money into this until I learn how to do this for real and develop a trading strategy that's going to be profitable, compoundable, attainable, achievable, sustainable. And so I started a demo account, right, with fake money in a demo account. And I refused to put another dollar into trading until I became profitable consistently in that demo account. Weeks went by, months went by. Guys, I've been learning how to trade for years. And I finally developed a strategy that works. It works. It works for me, right? It's easy to learn, right? You don't have to learn all the lingo. You don't have to learn all the jargon. You don't have to go through everything that I went through if you just follow the simple strategy that I made. And I like things simple. If it works, that's what it doesn't need to be complicated as long as it works. And so thank you, Lord. Thank God I found and developed a strategy that works. It's achievable, it's tested, it's attainable, sustainable. I've got the receipts, right? I've got the documentation. The strategy works. Right. And then I decided actually wasn't going to even release a trading course. And I asked you guys on here, hey, would anybody on here be interested in me releasing a trading course? I'm thinking about maybe making a book, maybe making a trading course. And then on here, on my channel, I had people come on and say, hey, yeah, Vaughn, I would be interested in your trading course. I would be interested. So I wasn't even going to do it. But I would ask, hey, would you be interested? Yeah, I'll be interested. So I said, okay. And I'm working on that now. So my question is, how is that fake? Right? Everything that I just told you is a fact. It's not an opinion. I have the evidence, right? I've got all of my statements from my broker. I could show you all of the statements. I'd be happy to do that if you want to see them. I'm going to share a lot of them in my actual trading class. So how is that fake? Right? I don't your argument here has no weight whatsoever. It's just a baseless accusation. So there's the facts. I have the evidence. And guys, I'm proud of myself, right? I'm proud of myself for finding a trading strategy that works, right? I'm happy about it. I'm glad I worked hard for it and learned how to do it. So there it is. So that is number one on this guy's laundry list of problems that he has. Okay. Number two, I paid a service to make my book. All right. So once again, here's the book that I did, right? I did this book with Matt Morris. It has been featured on prominent news networks. I wrote a chapter, Matt wrote a chapter. This is a real published book, and the company that publishes is called Success Publishing, right? That's the publisher that I worked with, and it's my first book. Publishing a book, starting a business, anything like that, of course, is going to cost money, right? So it's not a fair statement to say that I just paid somebody to make a book. It's really not as simple as that. There's a screening process that you have to go through with Success Publishing. And I'm sure that this person knows that. They obviously did their research. Okay. And, you know, it's an upfront investment that you make. Okay. It's like, okay, first off, can you be a part of the book? You got to demonstrate that you can write. You've got to send them stuff. You've got to go through an interview, like 3 or 4 phone interviews with these people, right? Face-to-face interviews on the internet, right? I mean, they pretty serious about the type of people they don't just publish anybody, guys. Okay, it's and so I told my story. I'm gonna tell my story again here today with you guys. Told my story, and the guy says, "Wow, Vaughn, dude, you have to do this, right? You have to be part of this book." So that's how it happened. Did it cost money? Of course, it costs money, right? I mean, you pay the money up front, right? With any publishing deal, unless you're already a published author, then they can give you an advance. But if you've never been published before, yeah, you pay the money up front and then you get it back via the royalties. And guess what? I have the royalties. Okay? There's the evidence. If you want to see the evidence for my first book being legitimate, well, first and foremost, I mean, I'm a published author, right? I mean, you can't just make that up. And then secondly, I have the royalty payments, right? I mean, I could show you them. Do you need to see the royalty payments? Right? I mean, what do you need here? So this is yet another uh accusation that has no validity to it. Right? I mean, where and what is that? I mean, I'm proud of my book. Right? What are you trying to do? Like, I mean, isn't it just a total, like, aren't you just like, don't you have some problem with me personally, even though you don't even know me? I mean, am I wrong in thinking that? I mean, dude, I never did anything to you. Like, dude, I've always been respectful to you, right? So, I just don't understand, man. So anyway, that's a baseless accusation about my book. Okay. And like I said, I'm proud of my book. And like I said, also, which is important, I'm going to keep saying this, is guys, for the things that I'm saying here, I have the evidence, right? I could show you the receipts. I can show you the evidence. This person, the only thing he's going to show you is either stuff that he came up with, something he found on the internet, talking to an old friend of mine, an old disgruntled friend. You know, okay, where's the hard actual evidence? Where's the facts? If something's factually true, I'll agree with you. All right, so moving on. Here's the next one, and this is weird. He brought up that I was a manager at Steak and Shake. Okay, well, so what? I mean, so what? I was a manager at Steak and Shake. What? What the heck does that have to do with anything? Like, am I supposed to be like ashamed that I was a manager at Steak and Shake? Why would I be? Okay, I wasn't born with a silver spoon, guys. I had to work for everything that I've ever had in life. I actually worked my way up to manager at Steak and Shake. I started out as a waiter, right? Learned the business, worked my way up into management. What does that have to do with crypto platforms, right? I wasn't born into wealth. I had to earn it. Yeah, I worked at Steak and Shake. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. So what, man? Who cares? Right? I mean, what are you trying to do? You show me that you know about my history? I already know that you know about it. As soon as you put up that thumbnail on your interview, I knew that you had dug into my history. Right? So it's like, what am I supposed to, like, is this like a gotcha moment for you? Everybody knows about it. I wrote a book on it, man. All right, next up. And this is where it's going to get a little tough, guys. So I just want to give you kind of a forewarning of that. Yeah, I'm going to get to all your guys' questions. I'm going to get to all your guys' comments. We're going to talk about everything. And you just got to understand that I have to address this stuff, right? Because this is shots fired, right? Shots fired. Okay? So I'm sorry, I have to address it now, right? And I'm doing it this one time and one time only. After this, I'm not going to be bringing this stuff up again. Okay. You guys have a heyday in the comments. Say whatever you want. After I release this video and put this video out, guys, it's going to be right here. So anybody who has questions or has a problem, they can look at the video for themselves. They can hear what I have to say. Keep turning that upside down. They can read my book, right? You can get the book. It's in there. And then we're going to move on, right? We're going to move on. But you just got to understand, guys, I'm not the one to run from these type of things. I have to confront it head on. Now, this is going to get a little bit tough. This is where he mentions multiple felonies. Okay, multiple felonies. Yes, I do have a felony record. Okay, yeah, he's right. Right, I have a felony record. Does that disqualify me from having a business? Does that disqualify me for having rights today as I sit here in front of you? So because I have a felony record, does that mean that I no longer ever have rights at all? Have I lost my God-given rights? Right? Just because I have a record? I don't know. Maybe you think I have. Maybe you think I don't have any rights. Maybe you think I am a second-class citizen and I shouldn't have my own business. Okay? Well, hey, you're not the only one. A lot of the states thought that too. Right? Personally, I disagree. All right, so let me talk about the main incident that this guy is referring to. Now, the difference between me and him is I was actually there, right? He has a report. He may have, I mean, this thing it got in the news, it got newspaper articles, worldwide attention, right? It was a big blow up thing because the cops were involved and there was a police shooting involved. So it always makes news when somebody gets shot by the police. So it did. And of course, the police have to put their best foot forward. The city of Las Vegas, where I was living, they have to put their best foot forward. The people who write the article, they need to have a bad guy, right? And they need to cast the cops as the good guy. Okay. So, yeah, that happened. Let me tell you what actually happened. Because once again, this guy is dealing in opinions and this guy is dealing in attacks, but I'm going to give you the actual facts of what happened. Here it goes, guys. All right. So The girl I was living at the time, she was not, you know, cheating on. He said that I had said my girlfriend was cheating on me or something like that. I never said that. Okay. She was not cheating on me, but she did have a previous man that was a Las Vegas cop. That is a fact. Track with me now. Me and that cop had been beefing for years. That was a fact. Okay. He was her ex boyfriend. When I came into the picture, she stopped seeing him, started seeing me. Me and him have been going back and forth for years there in Las Vegas. That's a fact. I was in the insurance business, and my girlfriend stood to receive $1 million life insurance policy in the event of my death. Okay. I'd signed up for $1 million life insurance policy. She was sitting with me right there next to the agent. It was me, the life insurance agent, at her there at the table where I named her my number one beneficiary for $1 million life insurance policy. So she had a financial interest in my death. That's a fact. So she stood to receive $1 million in life insurance in the event of my death. During the night of my arrest, this was back in 2017, two Las Vegas police officers were camped out in my home. Okay. Now, what never was said and what never was shared is that that previous night and that day, I had been going back and forth with her ex boyfriend. Right. So, hey, now's the time to do it. Let's call the cops on Vaughn. Right. Let's get the police involved and let's set this up and just, let's take this guy out at that point, is what it was. So during the night, there were two officers camped out in my home, at the home that I had been living in during the night of my arrest. It was my girlfriend's house. Me and those officers had multiple conversations that night. Okay. Now, what you have to understand is that during during when the police arrest an individual, during an arrest, when they apprehend somebody, police officers are trained to de escalate the situation. Okay. That is part of police training. But these cops kept on escalating until it culminated into a violent confrontation where I confronted both of them, got the jump on them, showed them that one day you are going to pick the wrong person to do this to, and something bad is going to happen to you. Now, that was a lesson that those police officers are never, ever going to forget. I told you this was going to be hard, guys. All right. But that's what happened. If So they kept on escalating it. It ended up in a violent confrontation. If a real weapon would have been used, guys, there are only three people in this world who know how that night would have turned out. Those people are me and the two officers involved. The weapon was fake. Their weapons weren't fake. My weapon was fake. If it had been real, that night would have ended a lot differently. I did not want to hurt, harm, or kill the police officers. Had I wanted to do that, the night would have ended a lot differently. At that point, I was shot at point blank range 5 times and I didn't die. I was sent to prison for the exact amount of time it would take for the statute of limitations to expire so that I would be discouraged from suing the LVPD. So they gave me a prison term in the exact amount of time to where the statute of limitations so that I couldn't sue them. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. I was there. While incarcerated, I was put in the cell with a lifer. This guy is doing life in prison. They put me in the cell with him, and he was instructed by the police, by the people over the prison, to murder me in the cell. And they even sent him a body bag to put me in. So I was working in the kitchen, the prison kitchen at the time. I came back into my cell, and there's this body bag, and there he is. But the Lord was with me. Okay. At that point, I had rededicated my life to the Lord. And when it came time to actually do the murder, my cellie was not able to go through with it. And he came clean to me about it. So I requested a different cellmate at that time, right? I mean, okay. Thanks for telling me, but I'm going to go ahead and request a different cellmate. Everything that I just shared with you is a fact. It's not an opinion. Guys, I should have never confronted those police officers. I failed to adhere to a powerful biblical truth. And I'm going to give you that truth right now. If I would have heeded this biblical truth, it's Ephesians 6:12. If I would have listened to this biblical truth, I would not have had that happen in my life. Ephesians 6:12. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with powers of wickedness in the heavenly realms. Okay? We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with powers of wickedness in the heavenly realms. I was not in a battle with police officers. I am not in a battle with any human being, right? Not even the guys who throw the hate comments at me. I'm not even in a battle with you. The battle is with evil, right? It's the battle with wickedness in the heavenly place, a spiritual battle. A spiritual battle. One of the traps that you can get into is you, instead of fighting against the spiritual, problem, you fight against the physical people, right? And then you end up with stories like mine, with situations like mine. Now, thankfully, I was able to take accountability for my actions. And I talked to one of the officers who was involved. Okay, we talked face to face. That happened a few months later. It's all on the record. You can look it up. Okay. During my incarceration, I rededicated my life to Christ, and I was healed of a complication that I had from the shooting. So it was a pretty powerful event, guys. I mean, all I can say is that take it for what it's worth. I mean, you think that Jesus can't get into a prison cell? He can. And he walked right into that cell. And next thing I remember, I was on my knees, tears running down my face. That's how it happened. That's the facts. That's not an opinion. When I got back up after that encounter, after I got up off my knees and cleaned up and everything, I realized that that complication that I was having was gone, and it has never come back. Incidentally, I believe that my sins are forgiven by the blood of the Lord Jesus Christ, by what he did for me on the cross. I have received that, right? That's why I don't that's why I'm not, like, ashamed of my past, right? Everything that happened brought me to where I am today, and I'm grateful for where I am today. Very, very happy to be where I am today. Well, then I prayed that God would bring me through my prison sentence and allow me to come home to my family. He answered that prayer. I got through it, guys. I do not regret the past or wish to shut the door on it, okay? I like who I am today. Incidentally, I've been sober for 8 years, okay? I'm part of a great 12-step program locally, and I am involved in my local church, right, on the praise team. It's in my book, right? You're not bringing to light anything new. Do you think I haven't dealt with this stuff? I mean, I was there, man. I lived through this. What do you think I am? Do you think I'm cowering in a corner, like afraid somebody's going to talk about my past? I'm not. Let's talk about it, right? Seems like you don't want to talk anymore, though. You just want the conversation to be one sided at this point. All right. Let's lighten it up to a little bit, guys, and let's get to this fake Christian rapper accusation. So, here's the next accusation that he makes that I'm a fake Christian rapper. Okay, Vaughn, the faker Charlie, right? My parents, my middle name is Charles, right? So I'm Vaughn Charles Morrill. My middle name's Charles. My parents called me Charlie, and somehow this guy figures out my name from when I was a kid, and he's like, Charlie, I got you. I know your name. It's like, okay, and so anyway, he says that I am a fake Christian rapper. So it's time for me to talk to you guys about my rock star 20s, baby. My rock star 20s, right? So let's go back a little. Now, guys, I have some pictures for this one, right? I have some pictures because this, this was back before the cell phone days, right? Pictures were actually taken with a regular camera and they had to be processed and they had to go through a development process. But I'm going to show you some pictures here. Yes, guys. Yes, I was a musician. Okay, I've always been a musician. I taught myself how to play guitar when I was 16 years old. Always been a musician. I got involved with various groups when I was in my 20s. I played in rock bands. I played rock and roll music. Some rap and hip hop groups. I was involved with those. I never like called myself a quote unquote Christian rapper, but what we used to do is we would go around, and when we were doing shows and stuff like that, we would do altar calls right at the end of the show, and we would say, "Hey, here's our testimony. If you would like to receive Christ as your Lord and Savior, please come forward." And so we during that time we led hundreds of kids to Christ. We had kids who wanted to end their lives actually come to these like concerts and stuff that we did, and they would come up and they would like dedicate their life to Christ. They would come up afterwards and be like, "Dude, you saved my life. I've got the testimonies written down on paper if you want to see them." Right? I'm not like I'm dude. ho- So my only question is, how does that make me fake? Right? Yeah, so I did music in my 20s. So what, dude? Like, how does that make me fake? Here's one of the pictures. This is a group that I was in. There's me looking very dapper next to one of the other guys who were fronting that group. His name was All Eyes Manifest. Let's see. Here's another one. This is me doing a show. We did a show with there's a guy named Drop Jaw. He was I think he was from Kansas City. We did a show together there. Uh, right. So I was a kid, right? I was in my 20s. I was going around doing music, full of vinegar, right? Hey, does that make me fake? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I was signed to two different record labels, so I don't see how, like, you know, God, here come the Eminem comments, right? I just right, exactly. Actually, I think Eminem's amazing, right? I definitely was never as good as him. Okay. All right. Here's another one. That's me. That's your boy. Before I put some meat on those bones, look how little skinny shrimpy guy I used to be. This is a picture from when we toured in Brazil. I toured with Shadow of the Locust. That is Dirt from Shadow of the Locust. He was I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but he used to do music with a little band by the name of POD, Payable on Death. Big band in the 2000s. And that's me. We were doing a show together in Brazil, right? We went on tour in Brazil. Wow, man, that was a crazy time. Let me tell you. Here's a picture of me with another band that I was involved in, and this was a garage band, right? There's me and my old friend Jason. He was a drummer. Man, I played the electric guitar. We had an acoustic guitar player, a couple of singers. That was a cool band, man. Halfpenny Sparrow. Those were some good times playing music with those guys. I miss that. Um, and here for all you Eminem people, here's another one. Look at that. That's that's me. That's that guy's name. He went by Godson, and that guy went by All Eyes Manifest. You guys ever heard of a clothing company called Fubu? That was my old Fubu jacket. I don't know what happened to that jacket, man. I really liked that jacket. And there's another one of me with the group. We were called Ill Sector. We got played on radio stations all around the country. We toured everywhere. It was great, man. I've toured the United States multiple times. Let's see. I've toured in Brazil. I toured in Israel. Where else? I don't know, guys. I've been all over the world, but we did a lot. We did a lot with the music, and I wouldn't like consider myself a Christian rapper, but I am a Christian, right? And some of the music was hip hop, some of it was rock and roll. There was, all kinds of other stuff going on. So again, my question to you is, how is that fake, right? So, and then the bigger question here is, dude, what does that have to do with crypto platforms? Like, what does that have to do with what I'm doing right now? Right? Like, I don't understand the like where are you going with this? Like, I mean, is your argument, hey, this guy is I don't like this person. He did this, this, and this, therefore crypto platforms are Ponzi schemes. Is that what the argument is here? Because that's a non sequitur, my friend. That a non sequitur means it does not follow. So it does not follow just because I was a Christian rapper, like you say, in my past. It does not follow that crypto platforms are Ponzi schemes. Where's that leap of logic happening? So I just have to think, man, that you're trying to you found some juicy information on me and you couldn't resist making a YouTube video about it, right? And making a and going and trying to like call me out on it. Okay. But it really doesn't to me it doesn't go along with the mission of what you were trying to do. And it definitely doesn't have anything to do with crypto platforms. All right. And sir, well, Saint Gregory there, I'm going to get to you. Okay? I got something for you when I get done with this comment. All right. So there was that enough about the Rockstar 20s? I mean, do I really need to say anything else about that? Yeah, I did music. So what? I still do music. I'm on the praise and worship team for a local Assemblies of God church that I joined, and yeah, you can see me every Sunday on the praise and worship team at the Assemblies of God church. Right? It's like, okay, and what's your point? Like, dude, what's your point? Okay, let's get into the next thing that he wanted to bring up. Oh, and does this? I mean, do you think this qualifies as evidence, guys? I mean, I think it does, right? I mean, there's evidence there. There's also, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you that hey, what I'm saying is an actual fact, and I actually have evidence for the things that I'm saying, right? So it's like you're just you're pulling stuff out of left field and right field. I've already heard you lie about people on your channel, right? And so I don't at this point I don't think you have any integrity to where you're going to actually, have some legitimate facts and evidence. It's maybe you will in the future, like I said. I mean, but right now, dude, I mean, your credibility for me, I don't see any. Uh okay. Now let's talk about losing the insurance license. I think I talked about that a little bit at the beginning of the video when I talked about my trading course. So yeah, I got out of prison, got back into the insurance business, built my insurance business back up, and then since I have a felony record, the states came in and started suing me to take away the insurance licenses and basically destroy my insurance business. And at that time, that's how I actually got into trading. So you say I'm a fake trader, but that's actually the story behind how I got into trading in the first place, dude. So I mean, there you go. Am I connecting the dots for you here? Right. So there it is. I mean, yeah, that happened. Now, another thing that's been brought up is lawsuits. Definitely have been involved in a lot of lawsuits, guys. So let's get to that. And let me kind of go over that. So, when you're an insurance broker, or when you're like a doctor, or when you're like in like a lawyer, any type of legal, like any type of like licensed profession and state sanctioned profession, you have to get some coverage, some insurance coverage to protect you from lawsuits. The doctors get something called malpractice insurance. Why do they have to buy malpractice insurance? Because so many people sue doctors, right? People see a doctor and they see a wealthy person and they see a target, so they're going to make a lawsuit against that doctor. Okay. And, look, dude, if you're a professional in this country, in the United States, right, or any of the Western countries, if you're a professional, you're going to get lawsuits, right? It happens. Insurance people get sued, guys, right? And I have something called E&O coverage, which stands for errors and omissions coverage, covered into the multiple millions of dollars, so that when I do get sued, right, I don't have to pay those claims out of my own pocket, right? It's called error and omission coverage. Every insurance agent has to get it. I have it. I still have it, right? Even though I'm no longer a licensed agent, I still keep my E&O coverage in case somebody from the past wants to come back and sue me. I'm in court right now, right? You're not wrong. I mean, there's a court case going on right now. I don't personally go to court. I have lawyers that go to court for me. But guys, when you're a business person, guess what? You get lawsuits. Any professional is going to get lawsuits, right? It's just that's part of the game. So you're not going to like break me down, dude, by saying that I have lawsuits. Okay? So what? It just means that I'm a professional. Professionals get sued. It happens, right? If you've got a lot of real estate, guess what? You get lawsuits. Right? Look at the big real estate people. They get sued all the time. If you're a doctor, like I said, you get lawsuits. Any profession where you're dealing with the public, dude, you're going to get some lawsuits. That's life. If you don't want to get lawsuits, then don't become a professional, right? Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. Now, what I want you to know is that everything that I just went over with you guys, I have evidence in the form of documents, in the form of pictures, in the form of bank statements, in the form of broker statements. I've got the evidence. Okay. I can back up the facts and the claims that I'm making here with actual evidence, right? The only evidence that some of these haters have is just stuff they saw on the news, right? Or something that they read in an article. They weren't there. They don't know what happened. Now, I encourage anybody who wants to know more about this to get my book. Now, the incarceration and stuff like that, that's not the only thing that I talk about in the book, guys. Okay. The book's got a lot. I mean, my chapter is packed with information. Okay. And if you go through the information in that book, believe me, I'm bringing you some sauce there that you're not going to get anywhere else. Okay. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can always get the book. Like I said, I'm not going to continue to make videos like the one that I'm making right now. This is it, guys. This is it. This is my response. Okay, so anytime, let me get to that. Just hang on one second. All right. So on my videos, right? You might think that I'm a scammer or whatever, whatever negative thing that you want to say, but I'm not lying to you guys on my videos, guys. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, right? You don't have to join any of these platforms. It's not like I'm calling you on the phone and trying to persuade you to join a platform. It's totally up to you if you want to join or not. I'm just showing what I'm doing. I'm not lying to people. Unfortunately, some of these hate channels, they don't care about lying, right? They'll say anything, right? I've already heard like some things that are like, dude, that's not true. Like, or like this song that I supposedly wrote. I never wrote that. Like, dude, that's you're just factually incorrect, right? You're off. So but I don't do that, right? I'm not on here to like I don't know, man. I just don't lie to people on my videos. Okay. Also, I don't make up stories when I don't have the facts, which is exactly what you're doing, bro. You're making up a story. It's a good story, right? It's an entertaining story. I'm not gonna like, dude, I give you that, bro. I mean, it's an entertaining story, right? The way you want to weave it and everything. And in a good entertaining story, you got to have a good guy, you got to have a bad guy, and you want to make me out to be the bad guy. Okay. You're not the first person who's done that either, right? It's like I've had that accusation come against me a few times in my life, wouldn't you say? So, I mean, you're gonna hurt me like by doing that? No, but at the same time, it's a story. It's not the truth. All right. Here's another thing that I want to emphasize from this, guys. I do not use my platform here to condemn others and to tear people down, right? I use it to share the things I have learned and bring value to people's life. And the evidence for that is my subscribers. I've got a lot of great loyal subscribers, right? There's the evidence. I'm not here attacking people. I'm not here to tear people down, right? I'm not here to like go into your personal business and like figure out, hey, did this guy stole candy in the fourth grade, right? That's not my purpose, right? My purpose with this is to share what I'm doing, of course. And it's also to, give you guys some good sauce so that you can up your game financially. Risk management is something that everybody needs to learn, dude. I don't care if you're in a crypto program or not, right? Crypto platform or not. So I'm not using my platform to attack people or bring people down, right? Now, I'm thankful for all of my subscribers, and I've gotten a lot of letters of gratitude, a lot of emails of gratitude from people. I've given out my number to a couple of my subscribers, and they call me up and they say thank you for bringing me into Vortic United. Thank you for, for what you're doing, things of that nature, right? This isn't an attack program, right? This isn't like a program to like air out people's dirty laundry, right? And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because you brought it all up publicly and you continue to bring it all up publicly. And here it is, guys. I mean, everything that I just told you. That's it, right? Love me for it, hate me for it, right? You think I'm a good guy, think I'm a bad guy, think I'm just nothing in between. That's up to you. You got to make up your own mind, make your own decision. I'm just telling you what happened. Okay, now this is gonna go for you also. Where is he? I don't know if you're still on and listening to this or not, Saint Gregory, but this is gonna go for you as well, okay? Because I'm not gonna be responding to these comments. Uh, Okay, so in the future, guys, for those of you who want to accuse me of committing a crime, here's what I want you to do. Okay, if you're gonna get in my comments and you're gonna accuse me of like pitching a Ponzi scheme and committing like a fraud and a crime, here's what I want you to do, guys. Just go report it. Right? Don't even bother writing the comment. Just go report me. You can report me to whoever you want to report me to. Okay. You report me to the authorities, guys. If you think that I'm committing a crime here, go ahead and report it. The authorities can look at what I'm doing here. And if they agree with you, guess what? It'll be hashed out in a court of law. So if you think I'm doing some criminal activity in here, just report it. Go ahead. You have my permission. Right? And if the authorities think that I'm doing something wrong, we will hash it out in a court of law. Okay? I'm not going to be responding anymore to people who come on here accusing me of a crime. There's your response. You accusing me of a crime? Report it. And if it is legitimate, that will be hashed out in court. There's your response. You don't need any more responses from me. That's the response. Think I'm committing a crime? Go ahead and report it, right? We'll let the authorities figure it out. Okay. Also, from this point forward, guys, anytime I receive a personal attack, I'm just going to refer you back to this video. Okay? If you accuse me of a crime, if you want to personally attack my character, things of that nature, if you do that, I'm just gonna send you right back to, because I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna post this on my channel as a response for you guys, and I'm just gonna send you back here. So if you want to keep on going in, I'm not deleting your guys' comments. I know that some of you think that I'm going in and deleting your comments. I don't know how they're getting deleted. Maybe somebody else is reporting you, right? But I'm not the one deleting people's comments. But if you do make a comment like that, I'm just going to refer you back to this video. I'm not going to get into any more of these back and forths with you guys. Not about this stuff. If you have legitimate questions about what I'm doing on here, legitimate questions about like the crypto platforms or the investments that I have, or any of the binary options trading, my trading course, my book, anything that you want to talk about like that, I'm happy to talk to you guys about it. But I'm not going to be going back and forth with you guys anymore when you're just trying to personally attack, or when you're trying to say that I'm a criminal. Okay, you can miss me with that. You really can. Like, okay, if I'm a criminal, go report it. Right? If you got a personal attack, I just told you everything about my life. Right? I didn't have to do that. Okay, but there it is. Right? You can think whatever you want about. All right. So this ends now, guys. I'm not going to keep repeating this same defense over and over again to you or to anybody else. If you want to continue to argue, you can come meet me face to face, man to man, and I will even pay for your flight. Okay. Other than that, I do not have any more to say in the matter. So if you really want to get into an argument with me, I will fly you out. We will meet face to face. We will meet man to man, and we will handle it like men. Okay. We're not going to keep doing this internet back and forth stuff. That ain't for me. Right. That's not, just not going to keep doing it. Okay. Let's see. Next up. Okay. Also, guys, this is an important one. And yeah, you might disagree with this, but this is the last thing that I want to say on this. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a break and go to the bathroom, right? And I'll come back and we'll do the broadcast. Okay. By the way, the broadcast hasn't even started yet, guys. This is the intro. Okay, so just so you know, I mean, you might as well get comfortable, because I'm gonna be here for a while. Okay, it'll be recorded, it'll be posted on YouTube. Yeah, I understand people can't sit here all day, but I can, right? So, all right. So, here's the last thing that I want to say about it, guys. Listen, just because I am an ex-felon does not mean that I have no rights. I still have legal rights, right? And I still have the same God given rights that you do. And I will not be treated like a second class citizen by you or by anyone else. I refuse to be treated like a second class citizen. I refuse to be treated like a person who doesn't have any rights. No, I do have rights. I have the same God given rights that you do. Just because this happened in my past does not mean that I do not have rights today. I do. Also, on a personal note, I like me. Okay? I like me. All right? My mom likes me. My dad likes me. Roscoe likes me, my dog. He's looking at me right now because I said his name. And above that, God likes me. And that is more than enough. I don't need you to like me. I have found the greatest gift that anybody could ever find, and that is forgiveness. I mean, I have like seen the nails go into Christ's hand on the cross in my mind's eye. And yes, even somebody like me can be forgiven. And I have that. And this is my testimony, right? I mean, I'm wrote about this in the book as well. I like me. What more do I need? Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then when I come back, we're gonna get into your guys' questions in the chat. So I'm gonna do the chat first, and then I'm gonna do some questions from my comments on the page. And yeah, we're gonna move on from there. So that's done. Okay, done. Finito, finished. It's over. Right there, it is. There's what I have to say. I don't have anything else to say, guys. If you, yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to keep going with it, we can do that in person. Okay, so I'll be right back, guys. Don DeMarco, Marco. All right, let's get back to it. All right. So Wayne gave me a thumbs up. What's up, Wayne? Good to see you here in the comments. Unexempt. Our condolences to VIDILOOK. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see about that. VIDILOOK. I don't know if you've seen my latest video on VIDILOOK, but they just did an announcement that they're going to be like revamping to VidiLook 2.0, and that's supposed to hit tomorrow. So what I can tell you is that I did not. This is the first day that I did not play my ads on VidiLook because I'm waiting to see what they're going to do tomorrow in terms of the crypto that I currently have in there, and if how exactly that's going to happen. I mean, they said how it's going to happen. I've announced it on my channel. I want to see the actual actions, and then I would like to see some actual withdrawals start happening again before I can really, dude, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about VidiLook. Like, I might do like a VidiLook 2.0 video to just share how it, let's like the reboot. Like, let's just share the reboot of VidiLook, and this is what it's going to be in the future. And hopefully it'll stay that way. You know what I mean? I just because I still want to do eventually a 2.0 video on NOVATECH, but they still haven't got it together, right? They're still like super late on their payments, and they got all this like just crazy stuff going on. And man, it's just like, dude, I can't. I can't. I can't promote NOVATECH at all at this point, right? I would love to do a new 2.0 NOVATECH presentation, but they just don't. They still don't got it together, right? All right. Renee Williams, what's up, Renee? What's your take on NOVATECH not paying out again? My take on it is, this is just more of the same for me. I mean, it's just like they never really got back on their feet. Like that's here we are at the end of April. I'm waiting to see if people are actually going to receive their their trading account payments, because some people tried to withdraw 5% from their trading accounts. And so I'm waiting to see if they're coming in. I've had a couple people tell me that they have come in, and a lot more people tell me that they haven't come in, guys. So I really appreciate you guys sending me the updates in my comments, because it lets me know and it helps me keep track of who NOVATECH is actually paying out and who they're not. And right now it's just like more of the same. It's like, if you're going to get paid out, I don't know. Let's play the slot machine. Right? Let's gamble and find out. I don't. So at this point, my take on it is I still got a special place in my heart for NOVATECH. I would like to see them succeed, but I need to see some consistency, right? I need to see some consistency, and I just haven't seen it yet, right? Also, another big problem that I have with NOVATECH is they have zero support for their people. I mean, I've never seen a company in my life with as terrible support as NOVATECH. It's just, why do you even have a support desk? You don't answer your support tickets. Like, so, I mean, that's number one, they're going to have to fix their support tickets. Number two, they're going to have to start getting to where they can actually pay the bonus accounts on time, right? I just keep saying this, a broken record here. Number three, they got to honor their commitment to the trading accounts. There has to be consistency. I would like to see 90 days of consistency. 90 days, consistency, no problems, no lawsuits, no cease and desist for 90 days, right? And then at that point, I could probably do like a new update NOVATECH 2.0 presentation on here. But as of right now, man, forget about it. Sean, what's going on, Sean? NOVATECH is BS trying to cancel the account. Still no response. Yeah, they're not going to respond to you, bro. Wayne, good afternoon. This is the platform where the truth comes to life and the lies come to die. I love it, man. I love it. Here's a Don DeMarco for you. Thank you, my friend. Carrie, can I deposit more funds to CMB after your first investment? Yeah. You can deposit as much funds to CMB as you want, guys. Coin Market Bull is in full effect right now, and they have an AI robo trader. So they've got a robot trader, and the cool thing about Coin Market Bull is that you can lease their trading bot for a year. So you can lease their trading bot for a year for $50, right? And then after that, you can put as much into the trading bot as you want, and the trading bot will go and bring you these returns. Right now, the returns are about 1.2% per day. So I got to shout out to Coin Market Bull. Guys, a lot of you guys are sleeping on Coin Market Bull. Seriously. I'm guilty of it too. I was sleeping on Coin Market Bull for a while, but I'm glad that I got involved because this thing is cool. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm making, right? And if I'm making, then I'm happy, right? I'm getting my withdrawals. All right, Renee, True. Flacco, what's up, Flacco? New York in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome from New York City. Love New York City. You were not a scammer, bro. Yeah, I didn't think I was either, you know, but apparently there's some people who would disagree with you on that. Thank you for the comment. JR, it's hilarious to see these critics. They have no clue. You're doing great, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the encouragement, guys. I do. You know, I do. And because Lord knows I get enough like hate remarks. It's good to get some good remarks every now and then as well. All right. Wayne, Vaughn, don't forget you're always going to be attacked because you speak the truth. Keep strong. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know, man. And I knew that this whole thing where they dox me and everything, I knew that was coming. Right. I mean, obviously, you think about like the level of the things that I've been through in my life. It's like, dude, I totally knew that at some point I was going to have to like address those issues. And here it is. I mean, here we are. Right. So I've done it. It's over. And, you know, what more can I say? I mean, there's really nothing more I can say about it. All right. Sour Phone, love your testimony. Would like to purchase your book and hear more. Stuff like this is what people need to hear. That's right. See, one thing, guys, one thing I believe in just in life in general is there's no use in trying to, I mean, you just may as well call it like it is, because the thing about the truth is, you ever heard that phrase like that truth has a certain ring to it? It rings true, right? Sometimes when you hear the truth, it just hits differently. The truth hits different. It really does. And so I appreciate your comment. Carrie, I deposited 680 into CMB on 25th of April. Today's the 28th. My new funds are not added to my initial 575. Am I doing something wrong with CMB? Shoot me an email. That's a good question. And that brings up a good topic that I want to mention. Guys, you've got to be careful. And I don't know if this is you, Carrie, so I'm not like singling you out here or anything like that. But you guys have to be careful when you're sending your crypto. You got to make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure that you're sending it to the correct address. Make sure you're doing everything exactly how the platform lays out. It's worth it to sit there, put your glasses on, take about an hour and sit there and literally read what the platform is saying to do. Take notes, right? So that you don't make mistakes when you're sending your crypto. Also, guys, I've got some of you that are hitting me up in my email asking me how to do things like purchase Bitcoin or what wallet do I use? And basically, your questions are telling me that you have no business at all being on my channel right now. You don't you're this channel, right? This is an advanced class, okay? This is not a podcast. This is a advanced pod class. This is my pod class. And you're sitting in the 401 class and you need to be in the 100 level class. Right? So guys, I'm not the guy who's going to take you by the hand and show you how to buy crypto. Sorry, right? I just don't have the time to do that with people, guys. It just is what it is, right? So if you got to figure out what level you're on with this thing, and if you're on like level 0.01, you're in the wrong place. Come back, right? After you learn some basic stuff about crypto. And that's another thing I think, since I've been talking about the haters, that's another thing I think is going on with the haters, guys. I think that they don't understand crypto. I think that they don't know the first thing about it. And so they're bringing an old school financial mentality into a new school financial frontier, right? So you're bringing your old mentality into the new frontier of something that, frankly, you don't understand, right? And so it's easy to just call people a scam artist or a con man or this and that and the other, because you don't understand to begin with. You don't understand the crypto space to begin with, right? So, but for you, send me an email. All right, so our phone. I was a manager at Nancy's Pizzeria. I guess you were not allowed to have a background and do crypto. Nancy's Pizzeria. Shout out to Nancy's Pizzeria, right? Hey, you know, we Italians like our food, right? And I like the pizzeria. Mama's Restaurante, okay? I eat at Mama's Restaurante all the time because my mama cooks a good food, and that's Mama's Restaurante, baby, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't, dude. I mean, I don't know what. So what? I worked at Steak and Shake. Like, what the heck does that have to do with anything? I think he's just trying to go. I know who you are. It's like, okay, I'm not hiding it, right? Like, nope, nobody's hiding anything here. All right, Wayne Gray. God saved you, Vaughn. Yep, God saved me, man. For sure. And that's a whole other topic, my man. But yeah, I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ. Haven't looked back. Everything has been different ever since that day. And because I had given my life to Christ previously, right? I had been a Christian before, but there's an initial salvation, and then there's a sanctification. And I had not gone through a proper sanctification. God brought me through that during that season of my life, right? Where I had the, the shooting, the hospitalization, the prison sentence, all that whole season of my life was a sanctifying period. And he did save me. He did heal my physical body, and he did give me another chance because he has a plan and a purpose. And it's his plan. I don't know what it is, right? All I know is I say, thy will be done, right? Every single day I pray that prayer, thy will be done. Because I know I'm here for a reason, because I could, believe me, I could very easily not be here right now. But for whatever reason, God has his plan, right? So that's a good comment, man. Shout out to you. All right, Stephanie, may Almighty God protect you always. Thank you. You too, Stephanie. Saint Gregory. I think I already needed to say everything about that Saint Gregory. So, you got your opinion, man. Opinions, everybody has one, and you certainly have one too. You can watch the video again, right? Wayne, no weapon that's formed against you shall prosper. That's right. Stephanie, glory to God in the highest. That's right. Stephanie, I have to buy that book. Cool. Yeah, let me know what you think of it. Renee, amazing. To God be the glory. Yep, definitely. Yep, definitely. To God be the glory for sure. I mean, that's the I guess this is like testimony day, guys. But that's, it is what it is. I'm a Christian, right? And I can't, I just am what I am, right? So like it, hate it, I can't change who I am, right? It just that's what it is. All right, unexempt. Eminem. Yeah, Eminem. Actually, I've been listening to a lot of Eminem lately, man. There's a song called Phenomenal by Eminem that I've been playing over and over again because I'm just getting these, like, you know, going through this, guys, having to go back into the past and rehash everything and bring it up again, it's not a fun thing, as you can probably imagine. So I've been listening to this song by Eminem called Phenomenal. I really like it. I definitely recommend it. B Rabbit. Yeah, I actually never saw that movie. Can you believe that? Saw for Amen. Yep. Unexempt. LOL. My favorite rapper. Yeah, man. M is my favorite rapper. Also, he's on another level of amazing. Big Passive Crypto. What's up, Big Crypto? Checking in the house. Big Crypto. Don DeMarco, Marco, for you, sir. Good to have you here. Unexempt. Didn't POD make Rey Mysterio theme song? I don't know. Maybe they did. Mahmoud, hello from Israel. Welcome from Israel. Love Israel. I've been there. I was there back in the day, and the Holy Land is an amazing place. I want to go back there soon. So yeah, man, welcome. Glad to have you here. Here's for you. Unexempt, Grammy nominated Freedom. Right. Where's my Grammy? Right. If I had a Grammy, then I could really shut down that whole fake Christian rapper thing. Oh yeah, I'm fake. Well, this Grammy isn't fake, right? That'd be great. Yeah, that's what I need. Okay. Soraphone. I guess there is a reason why the Lord brought me to your channel. I honestly thought it was just for crypto. I knew there is more layers to you, man. Yeah, there is. I mean, it's uh yeah. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Big passive crypto. Quick update. Novatech paid me no attention so far this month. 3 bonus requests and 1 trading request. I've received nothing. That's a L. That's a L Novatech, man. L Novatech. Right? Where's there's like no pattern to this, guys. I mean, like some people are getting paid out like every week, and then other people are just like, forget that person. It's there's no rhyme or reason to it, right? Which is why, once again, which is why I say, and I'll continue to say this: fix the support, right? Fix the support, right? I mean, come on, are you kidding me? Fix the support, get your bonus accounts out on time, honor your word with the trading accounts, and then maybe we'll talk, right? That's about all I can say at this point with Novatech. But sorry to hear that, bro. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. Okay, I know you always update me, so I know that you will. You still my favorite rock star and YouTuber. Keep dropping the sauce and the thumbnail. The Ponzi guy post. You look pretty cool to me. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, dude. I just really don't like. I don't get why. Like it doesn't seem to me. I mean, I guess I do get it, right? I mean, it's like it's entertaining for people, and then it's also like it's like a juicy story. So maybe that's his thinking with, well, let me put up this juicy story about Mon and try to get some subscribers, get some clicks. I don't know. But it's like I said before, what does any of that really have to do with, you know, crypto platforms being Ponzi's or something like that? Like what it just doesn't make sense. All right, D100, what's going on, D? Welcome. John DeMarco for D in the house. Let's get the likes up, people. Vaughn deserves our support. Yeah, guys, like the video. Listen, guys, if you're getting some sauce out of this, like the video. Now, this might not be the same kind of sauce that you're used to getting, but if you're getting some of the sauce, like the video for the sauce, okay? Like the video, right? I mean, that's all I ask. Just give me like. I'm not asking you to go and buy something, right? If you want to sign up for a platform, great. You want to buy my book, great, fantastic. I'm not telling you to do that, but I am telling you to please hit the like button, right? If you're here and you like, hit the like button, right? So thank you for that shout out, D. I appreciate you. SG, ignore the nonsense from negative individuals that have nothing better to do than write negative things. Be above them and always take the high road. Appreciate your honesty and straightforwardness. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man. And I am. Like in the future, it's pretty much that's what it's gonna be. Like, but I had to make this response so that it's there, right? I have to have it there for like the record if somebody really wants to know what I have to say about it, right? That way it's there. So I had to do this response one time and but that's it. Yeah, I mean, like from now going forward, I'm what's the point, right? Like if you want to like send something like some hate filled message, dude, just watch the video, right? I already responded to this. Just watch the video, right? And it's pretty much like, so what more can you say? You think I'm a criminal? Report me, right? Have at it, right? Let's figure it out in court, right? You think that I'm, something else, or you got a personal problem? I will pay for your plane ticket, fly you out, and we can meet face to face. How's that? Right? Other than that, I've got nothing more that I can really say. Ultimate Streams TV. What's going on, Ultimate Streams TV? Good to have you here. What's good, bro? Nothing much, man. Getting ready for the, just getting ready for another day. Sitting here hanging out with you guys, man. Talking about some crypto platforms. It's a good day. It is a good day. Todd, great new intro. Thank you for the updates. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate it, man. I've been getting a lot of good, positive responses about the intro. So shout out to The Truth. He's the one who helped me make that intro. His link is in the description. Good dude, man. If you guys ever need any like tech work done or any artwork, he's a graphic artist. He's an entrepreneur, man. He's actually a trader. Like we didn't know that about each other at first, but we're both traders and we both trade binary options. So it's like, dude, it's like, cousins or something, like dude, like so he's a good dude, right? Check him out, links in the description. All right, Carrie, what's your email address? I did send to correct address. CMB confirmed transaction successful. I sent a ticket, no answer from CMB. I sent CMB transaction and a hashtag. Yeah, okay. Email address is linked in the description. Just send me what's going on, and then I will look into it and get back with you on that. Okay. And also keep logging back in to CMB because maybe it'll show up. Like maybe it's just like delayed or something. Elaine, what's going on, Elaine? Hello, and FYI, CMB are having some issues with deposits and withdrawals at the moment. There are delays. There you go. With the withdrawals getting to your wallet, and it's taking about 48 hours. CMB looking into it. Okay. Shout out to you, Elaine, for bringing that up. Also, the $50 bot fee paid at activation is not going through either. CMB looking into it. Well, it looks like that's the answer, right? I haven't heard that, but cool. Yeah, so it looks like that's what's going on. But you can email about the situation to me anyway, because I am going to be. Look, I try to check these platforms at least once a day just to make sure everything is still going good. I checked Coin Market Bull this morning and I didn't see any problems, but that doesn't mean that they're not having issues, guys. But the thing I like about them is if you join the CMB Telegram channel, they're very, very, they're outspoken and they're communicative, right? They don't like they're not like and I hate to keep harping on Novatech, but they're not like Novatech. Novatech wants to blame the investors, play the blame game, do all this stuff, make these weird messages on there. The CMB just tells you what's going on, right? They tell you exactly what's going on. Hey, we're being delayed. Here's what's happening. Here's what we're doing to fix it, and here's when we're going to fix it, right? And so I got to give them that. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the platforms to have problems at all, but if they do have problems, I prefer when they communicate. Hey, here's the problem. Here's the steps we're taking to fix it. Here's when you can expect it to be resolved. Right? Is that so hard? Right? Is that so hard to do? I Novatech, come on, man. What? Why don't you hire me as a consultant? I think I could help you out. Wayne Vaughn, you are inspirational. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate that very much, guys. So all the love is appreciated. Okay, let's get into some comments, guys. All right, here's one. Nothing since April 3rd or 4th. Withdrawals pending, including the trading. This is about Novatech. I see other people getting their money. I use Litecoin as a wallet address for faster release, but they're just silent. At least they're consistent in being inconsistent. Oh man, I know, right? Yeah, they like I said, man. Those are the things that they're gonna have to fix. They're gonna have to fix the support. They're gonna have to get some consistency, and they're gonna have to, obviously they need better communication. Their communication has been like an epic failure. With this DAP guy that they had on there for a while. He's not doing much of anything anymore. And then they had Cynthia tried to do some voice messages. Excuse me, that did not go over well. So they need a PR person. Once you start getting big, guys, you got to start hiring people and delegating, right? Like I told you about me with the lawyers and all that. Like, you just forget it, man. You got to start hiring people. You just got to start delegating. You got to have people who work for you. You have to have employees, right? Like, I think that they're not like, are you trying to do this with just like you and Eddie and Ricardo? Is that it? You like, because that's not going to work. All right. This is one from Andrea. This is about VidiLook. A 0.2% gain might be reasonable number after they double all the assets you have in the portfolio. Right. The problem is that the pledging mine is in VDL and will pay 0.2% in VDL each day. Now, do you think the VDL token will remain at its current value? I think it will go down a lot from tomorrow and will be a slow death of the protocol. Therefore, not matter how many millions of VDL you have, the 0.2% will value nothing. Also, no users will join VIDI 2.0 in the Western country. Why put $50 to get a total of 105 months in a crypto risky platform? Makes no sense. Yeah, those are all valid points. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If they do that, if they start paying out in VDL, which is what they said they're going to do, then I'm just going to start every single day. I'm going to be trading the VDL for Tether, right? And I'm just going to be withdrawing whatever I can. And yeah, you're right. I mean, we it's not over yet, right? But it's showing signs that like you're the signs that you're pointing out are all logical red flags that Yeah, this thing might be crashing and burning. We're just going to have to wait and see exactly what happens. All right. But as for me, I'm going to be looking into what they do tomorrow. And then I'm going to be looking into just making a withdrawal every single day in, whatever VDL coin they're going to pay. I'm going to be making a withdrawal every day. Right. And meaning what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it over to, I'm going to trade it for USDT. And then I'm going to be making USDT withdrawals at appropriate times. I'll just be happy if they start opening up the withdrawals again. I've had my withdrawals sitting and pending since like April 19th, something like that. So I'll be happy if they just start letting us get some of our money out. Right. That'd be a win for me. Joshua, 3% daily for 30 days, 90% total. Do they return your entire seed capital after 30 days plus the 9% profit? 90% profit. Yep. Yeah, so what they do is they do exactly what they say they're going to do on the site. So it's like if you've got 10,000 and they're doing 150%, you're going to end up with that 150% of 10,000 at the end. So just take 10,000, multiply it by 150%, and you will get the number that you're going to have at the end. C12. Here's a comment on C12. I can't believe they're still going. Clearly they're a Ponzi. So how are they still? Oh, clearly. Now clearly they're a Ponzi. So how are they still going? Because clearly, because right. You know exactly what's going on with everything, right? So clearly they're a Ponzi. I mean, you can see behind the, you know what they're doing at their office. You can see you've got your eyes there, right? Clearly it's a Ponzi. Clearly. Okay, clearly. Right. Clearly to you it's a Ponzi, right? Probably everything's a Ponzi to you. You probably think everything's a scheme and a scam and a Ponzi. You know what I mean? You're not going to get too far in life with that kind of outlook, let me tell you. Right? But clearly it's a Ponzi. So how are they still operating? It's clearly, how are they doing this? Let me tell you guys, C12 is doing it. Right? I just got a withdrawal from C12 this morning. Right? So C12 is working, right? Go at your own risk, right? Go check it out at your own risk, but it's been working for me. 12% a day for 12 days, and you can get in as low as $12. That's a pretty crazy return, right? That's pretty crazy. And I was thinking that at first too. I was like, wow, man, this thing's, is this going to last? Well, so far it's still here, right? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but so far they're still here. So they're clearly a Ponzi. Yeah, clearly. All right. That's clearly a Ponzi. Look at this. It's a clear Ponzi. Where's your evidence? I don't need evidence. Just look at it. Where's your proof? Just look at it. It's clear. I don't need proof. I don't need evidence. Just look at it. Clearly a Ponzi, right? That's for you. Here's one for VIDILOOK. 2 weeks it lasted for me. What a shame. And so much for that refund button. Yeah, man, dude, I know, right? Here's the thing. They said that they were going to have a refund button, right? They said it. So I'm hoping when I go back on there tomorrow, I can see that there's some sort of refund button. That would be cool. Let's see how it actually plays out. But of course, more than that, more on that to come. Thank you for the comment. All right. A lot of people saying that they killed VIDILOOK. I know there's a lot of people that feel that way right now. We'll just see what happens with it. Like I said, it's not dead yet, but it is showing some signs. It is showing some signs. So we'll just have to see how that turns out. And then, guys, once I get enough chats in the actual chat, then I will go back and I'll start reading your guys' live chats again. So I need to see those start to come in. So I'm going to keep going through the comments here. All right, here's one. I'm starting to think that none of these platforms are legit. So much so that I'm saving most of my profits just in case. Give me the unlimited takes on that. I will. That's a great question. So it's not necessarily that they're not legit, right? But here's what it is. For the most part, they're not regulated, meaning they're not like FDIC insured. They don't have any insurance on them, and they're pretty much it's like a hey, invest at your own risk type of thing. What's the risk? The risk is that in any of these platforms, you could lose all of your capital investment. Gone. And you need to know that before you get in, right? So they're not necessarily not legit, but they are definitely very risky, right? So it's all in how you handle it. It's all in how you play it, man. You never want to invest anything that you cannot afford to lose. That's number one. Another thing that I think is good in your comment is you mentioned that you're going to be taking your profits. That's right. You have to do that. You know, the people who were trying to become NOVATECH millionaires, they are suffering right now, guys. Believe me. Even if they won't admit it, right? Even if they won't say it, even if they won't come out and admit it, believe me, guys, when you have like 6 or 7 figures sitting in NOVATECH right now, you're gonna be pretty worried, right, about what's gonna happen with your money, right? So don't do it like that. Don't keep don't keep trying to compound and make more and more and more and more and more because chances are if something happens, man, you're not gonna be able to get any of it or recoup any of it. So the second part is always withdraw early and withdraw often. Get your seed money back as soon as possible. So if you put in a $500 seed money, get that $500 back as soon as possible. That way, the only thing you've got left in the platform is all profits. So at that point, sure, you can compound your profits because you're not going to be at a loss. Get the seed money back right away. After that, and you compound and you build up some more profits, take some out, right? Treat yourself to a steak dinner, right? Go on a Friday night, find a pretty girl, take her out, or go out with your friends or do something. Enjoy your profits. This is all comes back to risk management and practicing proper risk management. So I really do think you're on the right track, but I wouldn't say that they're not legit, man. What I would just say is that they're risky, right? Here's a comment on the C12 withdrawals. Mr. V, have you noticed that withdrawal can take up to 8 days depending on the amount you are withdrawing? I'm trying to withdraw 1,800. It is taking 121 hours. They calculate the hours for your withdrawal. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've noticed that. But the thing is, what so far with C12, I've gotten all of my withdrawals. So yes, it takes some time, right? Like because you can withdraw in Bitcoin, you can draw in like what is it like USDT, TRX or something like that. It's different types of withdrawals that you can take from C12 and it takes time. And one thing that I actually like about C12 is they tell you the amount of time to the hour that it's going to take for you to get your withdrawal. And so far that's always come through. Right? So yeah, I mean, I'm willing to deal with that. As long as you're communicating with me and you're telling me, "Hey, here's how long it's going to take. Here's how what we're doing." That's fine. That's fine. No problem. Right? You don't have to get it to me instantly. I like it when some of the platforms get that withdrawal in real quick. Capital X is doing that, right? Capital X is it's like the withdrawals are like lightning fast, right? But they're not all going to be lightning fast like that, guys. So, but yeah, no, I know that they do that, and like I said, I don't have a problem with it as long as I'm getting my withdrawal, right? I mean, that's the main thing. Like I said, these platforms, some of them are here today, gone tomorrow. So it's all in how you handle it. It's all you how in how you how you're careful and how you make sure that you're doing it the right way so that you can actually make this something that works for you, turn it into an asset rather than a liability. All right, let's see what else is going on here. So somebody did the math here. This is for VidiLook. 2% is $3 a day off of 1,500 or 0.2%. That is 5,000 days to get the 15,000. That's I don't know if that math is completely on the right track. You might want to go back and watch that video again and then try to do that one Here's one about NOVATECH, man. This one's kind of sad. I have added 2,000 into my account and it hasn't been posted into my account yet. Can someone please tell me what I should do to get the money back, please? Okay, I'm going to tell you. You're not going to get it back, right? And the sooner you accept that, the better off you're going to be, man. You may as well kiss it goodbye. It's gone, right? Here's why. You tried to send the money to NOVATECH. It hasn't shown up in your NOVATECH account, right? Now, the service that you used to send the money, are they going to repay it? Probably not. The wallet that you used, are they going to repay it? Probably not. Would NOVATECH repay it? I have no idea. But the problem is you can't get a hold of NOVATECH because they ignore their support tickets. So, I mean, yeah, sure. Go write a support ticket. They're not going to answer you, right? So let me give you the straight shot, right? The straight up shot is the straight up truth is your money's gone, bro. And you might as well just accept it. Make sure that yeah, this is a loss. And when it comes to trading, when it comes to crypto platforms, when it comes to any type of investing in anything, there's going to be losses. Losses happen. You just had one. That's a hard knock. I'm not going to disagree with that, but it's all part of the process, guys. Like I've said at the beginning of this video, guys, I've lost a lot of money, right? We all lose from time to time. You just got to win more than you lose, and you got to understand how to leverage what you have. You got to practice your risk management principles. Go back to my video, 5 risk management principles for having success in the crypto space. 5 risk management principles. So go to my channel and look up the video, 5 risk management principles. You can watch that and get a lot of good sauce there when it comes to that. But no, I wouldn't. If that were me, I would just kiss it goodbye, man, and move on. Your new intro is dope, bro. Pretty awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm glad you guys are liking the new intro. I really like it. This is a comment on Capital X. Thanks, Vaughn, for bringing us another great option. Especially grateful for you taking the time to walk us through the platform via your account. Can't wait to try it out. You're welcome, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah. The withdrawals are fast too. I know that you kind of you made another remark on that comment about the speed of the withdrawals. The withdrawals are fast. So far, Capital X is the fastest platform I have by far from getting my withdrawal. So yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, and I did believe it was yesterday. I did a breakdown on Capital X where I went through the frequently asked questions. So I actually read out the questions and the answers to all the frequently asked questions. And then we also looked at their insurance certificate. We looked at a couple of the claims that they made about being a legitimate company. And that's all in the video. So you guys can check that out on my update that I did yesterday about Capital X. Man, shout out to Capital X. And the thing I like most about Capital X is the capital, right? It's the thing I like about Capital X is Xing the capital, right? Hence the name Capital X. You're timesing your capital, right? It's crazy returns. Go watch the video, right? All right. Okay, here's one about VIDILOOK. Why isn't the pending VDL from non-promoters being addressed? It actually is being addressed, and there's going to be more on that to come tomorrow. But also, guys, make sure that you look at my most recent, videos that I did when it comes to VIDILOOK. We got a couple more on here that are loving the new intro. Thank you, guys. This is a question on C12. Thanks, Vaughn. I used your enrollment link and I am withdrawing 50% of my investment in cycle 1 and the other half in cycle 2. Then I plan to let it roll for a bit. Okay, that's a good plan. I requested 2 days and got an approval email for my withdrawal, trying to figure out the best rollover start to make real money. This makes sense. Maybe break the 30K into 3 10K investments so they are overlapping. Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely. The thing about C12, guys, is there's so many different ways to handle it, right, and to use it. So I know some people who go in there and like they got a 30K investment, a 10K investment, a 5K investment, a 2K investment, and they're just letting them all grow at the same time, right? And so it just depends on how risk adverse you are, right? It depends on how how much you want to risk, right, when it comes to doing that, and really aggressive strategies like that. Now, like I said, the guy who I was working with, he wants to put in an initial 1,000 and then just keep investing that for 90 days, and that's an aggressive strategy. But at the end of the 90 days, he wants to take out the 1,000 and then keep reinvesting with all the profits. So if his strategy works out, he's going to make a ton of money. But remember, his bet here is that C12 is going to last for another 90 days, and we don't know the future. So if it works out for him, he's going to, it's going to pay off big time. But remember, none of this stuff is, no guarantees here, right? And there's so many different ways to do C12 that it's almost like it's up to you as the individual of how the best way you want to do it. But what I would say is, if you want to look at some strategies like that, go in there and play with it. The thing that I like about C12 is when you go to the deposit, when you click the deposit button on C12, it takes you to a screen where you can literally plug in the deposit. You can see the exact return that deposit will get per day, and you can see your end result at the end of the 12 days without even making the deposit. So you can use it as a calculator. You can plug in the number and you can see exactly what your different numbers going to do, and it goes up to 30K. So definitely play with that, right? If you guys want to play with that, that's definitely something you can do. The links to all of these are in my description. All you got to do is sign up for C12, go over there, and then you can actually play with it. You don't actually have to deposit anything, but you can play with their calculator to see what, the different investment options are and what they would do. So pretty cool stuff there. All right, let's see where we're at here. So yeah, for you guys who are like Binance stuff and John Stell bridge lessons, for you guys who are trying to like do the whole criminal thing, just go back and watch this video. I'm not going to go there. Okay, here's one. Wow, yes, and that was about when I announced capital X. I mean, it was just one word. Wow, exactly, man. That's like that's cool. 300%. I mean, we're getting a little bit crazy, right? That's kind of mind blowing, right? It's a mind blowing return of 300%. This is a breaking news announcement. Capital X is offering 300% mind blowing returns to their investors. Signed up yesterday. Thank you. What's the minimum amount that you can withdraw? This is for C12. What's the minimum amount that you can withdraw? I have not seen a minimum amount. Okay, so as far as I've seen, there are no minimums. And then a lot of these guys are also you're commenting about C12 and you're putting your own ideas in the comments, your own strategies. Try it, right? Try it. I mean, it sounds good to me, right? I don't think there's any wrong way to do C12, right? If you've got a strategy that you're excited about, and I'm just happy that your mind is going there and that you're doing the math and you're seeing the opportunity, right? You're looking at the possibilities. You're not looking at the shortfalls. You're looking at the possibilities. You're doing the math. You're creating strategies. So shout out to you for that, right? Great job. So a lot of you guys are creating strategies, and that's I think that's great. All right, let me keep going here. All right, here's one. Unlimited freedom promotes MLM scams. So that's a very, very telling comment, guys. That means that the mindset of the person making that comment thinks that MLM, multi level marketing, is a scam and that all MLMs are scams. That is factually not true. Okay. What this person's referring to is a pyramid scheme. Now, a pyramid scheme has no product. An MLM company is the same thing, but it actually has a product or a service, or in this case, a digital product or a digital service. So MLMs are not scams. What you're talking about is a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. None of these platforms are pyramid schemes. Okay. They are MLMs, they're multi level marketing companies. And another person who would disagree with your comment goes by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. Have you ever heard of him? He's the author of a little book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And he wrote a book. And the thesis of that book was that MLM structures are actually the businesses of the future. So MLMs, not only are they not going to go away, but MLMs are going to be the businesses of the future, right? You like Robert Kiyosaki, don't you? Do you think he's a fraud too? Do you think he's a scammer as well? And if that's the case, who do you think isn't a scammer and who do you think isn't a fraud? Here's a comment about Novatech. I am confused by all the people who withdrew their withdrawal on 424. We were supposed to? Question mark. They doubled my BA amount for Friday, deducted half of it from my trading account, but I never received my Saturday commission. They said they were fixing it, but never put out another Telegram message. Are all the people that withdrew on the 24th going to slow this down more? Probably. Do they do this on purpose? I don't think so. Why is nobody talking about this? Dude, because there's just so many other things that are going wrong right now. It's just you're just piling more things that are going wrong on top of the things that are already going wrong. Why were there not daily updates on Telegram? That's just another broken promise, right? They said that they were going to update, do daily updates. They didn't do it, right? I mean, what else is new? Like at this point, I'm going to be surprised if Novatech actually follows through with their word at this point, and that's a shame. But that's kind of the point where I'm at with them. Why did they allow withdrawal on the 24th? I have no idea. Where's the Saturday commission? I guess you'll see on Monday, right? Why did they deduct double from Friday ROITA and not BA? So many questions. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's just dude. I mean, it's more at this point. What we're looking for reliability and consistency, and until we see that, I can't really say much good about Novatech. I hope that they get it together. I never wanted to see Novatech fail. I don't want to see Novatech fail, but at this point, you can just add your questions to the long laundry list of questions that we all have right now about like, hey, what's really going on here, right? And is it going to get better? And if so, when, right? And the question is, do you think that we're going in the right direction with Novatech? I mean, do you think Novatech is going in the right direction? Do you think that the things they're putting in place is good? I mean, do you think that they're going in the direction of fixing their platform? Do you think that if we give them 2 or 3 more months, they'll be back on track and they'll be better? Or do you think that these problems are just going to keep continuing and compounding until eventually the platform just completely implodes? Right? What do you think? Well, I think we have evidence for both, right? I can tell you what I hope is that it starts to get better over the next few months. We'll see how they play it, guys. Vet, shout out to Vet, man. Listen, man, Vet, here's for you, Vet. Vet is always got like the breaking news announcements. Another breaking news announcement brought to me by Vet. So thank you for that, man. Every time I get an email from this person, I know that it's going to be something awesome. And this is a comment on Vortic United. Received all my withdrawals without any issues. These guys are doing it right. Yeah, man. Shout out to Vortic United. I have not had any problems with my withdrawals from Vortic United. In fact, I just put in another withdrawal from Vortic United today. It's going to come on Monday. So Vortic United pays their withdrawals on Monday. And Vortic United is just this like stable beast right now in the crypto space. Um, there's not let me tell you a couple things that I like about Vortic United. When we get into platforms like Capital X and we talk about platforms like C12, we're talking about a lot of hype, right? There's a lot of hype with these platforms with the huge returns. One thing I like about Vortic United is that there's not a lot of hype. They're not trying to, promise you the world here. They're giving you portfolios with realistic returns. And the fund is managed by Jensen Robles, who is a certified trader. He's been verified, right? People have flown out to sit down with him, verify his trading, verify his passport, get to know him. He's been a trader for years. You can look on his Facebook page, and it goes back years and years. You can see that he's been a crypto trader. He hit back, he hit big back when Bitcoin was like $26, $24 for a Bitcoin. So this guy's the real deal. He's a crypto millionaire, right? And he's doing the crypto trading behind the scenes at Vortic United. And every week they've been paying out faithfully, right? Every day during business days, you can see your profits, right? In the site. Also, guys, in the site, you can look at Jensen's actual trades because he posts his trades in the site every day. All you got to do is go to the left-hand side of the screen, click the button that says reporting, boom. It pulls up all of his trades, and you can actually click the various trades. You can see the chart on the trade, and you can see whether he won or lost that trade and how much of a percentage he gained or lost. So I'm gonna have to give that a clap. Vortic United is just there. It's just like the beast. You know, Vortic United is like beast mode. Just anytime it could pop off, and it's just trudging forward, moving forward, slowly but surely, and it's building, right? And frankly, I think, guys, if I had to choose a number one platform right now, I dare to say that Vortic United would be my number one choice because they check off a lot of my check marks. Okay. They've got transparency. They've got great communication. Their support is unmatched. They have an actual chat box and the live chat that you can chat with support and they get back with you within 24 hours. I've used it, guys. It works. Um, They've got portfolios. They show you exactly what the portfolios are going to do. And then when you invest in the portfolios do exactly what they said they were going to do. You can see your profits coming in every day. You can withdraw your profits every single Monday. I've never had a problem withdrawing my profits. I mean, Vortic United is solid. Okay. Now, having said that, the crypto space in general is a risky space. So I'm not saying that it's like not a risk. But right now, Vortic is probably my favorite platform. You know, not a lot of hype, right? Not a lot of, big, they're not throwing around a lot of big numbers or anything like that. But and this is Vet's comment, received all my withdrawals without an issue. These guys are doing it right. Once again, shout out to you, Vet. Here's one for NOVATECH. He says, I want out. They have failed. I'm just trying to get whatever I can before whatever happens, happens. Yeah. And you're not alone in that sentiment. Like a lot of people feel that way about NOVATECH. Like, okay, I'm just, they just want out, right? Like at this point, they're not trying to see it come back. They're not thinking anything like that. They just want their money. Right. And so, if that's the case, then you just, that's like you said here, man, you got to try to get out whatever you can. And right now you're playing their game. They're not playing yours. right? So you're going to have to just keep on putting in the withdrawals and just trying to keep on getting out what you can, man. That's all you can do, right? But definitely thank you for the comment. And yeah, please let me know if that, how that works out, if it works out, all that good stuff. Normally I don't read comments with profanity in them, guys, but this one is funny. So this guy says, I was just going to the bathroom, right? I was just going to the bathroom and some of my money hit at 12 midnight. This is about NOVATECH. About to pull my hair out. This bleepity bleep is stressful. They are paying very slowly. So shout out to you for a funny comment. I think that one is that's pretty good. I like it. I like it. Let's see if we can get some laughter here. That's a good one. All right, so guys, yeah, I mean, I get he's pulling his hair out, but I said, dude, don't pull your hair out too much. Enjoy your hair while you have it. Now, you guys know I'm Italian. I'm actually Sicilian. Okay, and Sicilian guys, let's just say there's a reason why I'm wearing the cap. Okay, right. Enjoy your hair while you got it, brother. So let's go back to the chat. All right. All righty. So Miss Fat Enterprises, I signed up with Capital X yesterday. Good, man. Not sure if I was supposed to fill out all of those wallet address boxes, but it went through without me doing that. Yeah, you don't have to fill out all of them. I filled out the one for USDT TRX, USDT ERC20, and Bitcoin. Those are the ones that I filled out for my wallet. But if you need to fill out a new address, you can do that when you make your withdrawal. So you don't have to put all those addresses in right away. That is a great, great comment. Thank you for sharing that. Shout out to you. Blue sky. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Be willing to accept risk or do not play the game. Thanks for all your input. Have a great weekend. Peace. Don DeMarco for you, man. Yep, that's how you got to do it, guys. You got to understand. And that's not just with crypto platforms, that's with life in general. Like any type of business venture you get in, any type of investing you get in, guys, it's a dog eat dog world, guys. It's just like they call it the Shark Tank for a reason, guys. Right? It's a dirty game. It just is, right? It is what it is. Right? I mean, if you know anybody who doesn't recognize that and doesn't know that has been living a sheltered existence. So it's easy for you when you're living your sheltered life. You've never had to work. It's easy for you to go point the finger at people when you've never had to get it out of the mud yourself. Once you get it out of the mud yourself, then we can talk. Right? But you're absolutely right, bro. Shout out to you for a great comment. Wayne, NOVATECH is not paying 5% at all. We got the runaround. Yeah, man. Wayne, I've had a couple people say that they got their 5%. But for the majority of people who are commenting, they are saying that they have not gotten it. Either way, it's just another red flag. You got to hit the brake. You got to hit the brake. Take a pause and figure out what is going on behind the scenes. Are they playing the slots with our money? Is that what they're doing? I don't know, but it's definitely they're taking a. Let's bring that back. Oh, here's one for all of my Christian rappers out there. Here's for all my Christian rapper people. DJ, can I get you to rewind that? That's for the Christian rapper people out there, guys. All right, Sir Don, what's going on, Sir Don? What do you think about the most recent video from so and so where he talks about your past with the cops? He's got body cam footage and all of that. And what happened? No, he does not have all the body cam footage. I'm curious on how you feel. And yeah, and he doesn't have what happened. Yeah, he wasn't there, man. And frankly, the people who made the article and who made the videos and who posted that, I mean, yeah, it's like worldwide news, but they weren't there, right? I was there. I know what happened. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and refer you to the beginning of this video. I'm going to be reposting this video, I should say, and you can see like the first hour of this broadcast. I went over line by line, some of the criticisms that have been brought about me, and I don't need to continue to address it over and over again. So, if you want to jump on that bandwagon, you're welcome to do that. You've been, I've never had a problem with you at all, bro. You've been on my comments, me and you have chopped it up, but if you do want to jump on that bandwagon, you can go ahead. Here's the thing. I'm not going to be responding to these comments anymore. I'm just going to refer you back to this video, literally this video that you're watching right now. I'm going to refer people back to it because I go over all of that line by line. Also, it's already written about, man. I wrote about it in my book, right? So I mean, dude, you can't. You're not. It's like not. There's nothing here that I haven't already talked about, right? Or that hasn't. It's like no. There's no news here, right? So and also some of what you're saying in the comment is just not true, bro. It's just not true. Okay, Matthew. Good afternoon, Vaughn. Hope all is well. NOVATECH is in a blender and is a mess. C12 is rolling along. That's true. Fingers crossed that they both roll on for years to come. Yeah, man. I mean, I hope so too. Like I said with NOVATECH, what I want to see is I want to see them get back into, just like I said, it's pretty simple. Fix the support, get some consistency. If you tell people you're going to pay them out on a certain date, then actually do that. Like one of the things that you mentioned C12. One of the things I like about C12 is no, you don't get your withdrawal right away from C12, but they tell you exactly when you're going to get it down to the hour, and you can monitor it on their site. NOVATECH, they're just like, well, you might get it, you might not. I don't know. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. NOVATECH is asking its own people, hey, have you gotten your withdrawals? Because we don't know. Right? Have you gotten your withdrawals? Because we don't know. We don't know who we've paid. Right? So that's kind of, I mean, I would call that a little bit of a okay. And then also, here's for my conspiracy theorists out there. Sir Don, I'm not gonna continue to rehash this with you, man. If you wanna talk about something normal, then we can talk about it. But if you wanna, go along with all the conspiracy theories, what really happened, right? What really happened? Go ahead, okay, but I'm not going to be giving it any more energy. Wayne, what's up? What's up? What's up, Vaughn? One of the leaders in NOVATECH Group is advising his members not to rush pulling the 5% all at once because it can crash. Well, then if that's the case, that means that they're out of money, man. And if they're out of money, that means that somebody screwed up big time, right? If they're out of money, that means they're about to, right? Breaking news announcement. NOVATECH has run out of money and they're advising their investors not to withdraw the 5%. Right. So yeah. So what does that tell you? Right. I mean, that the only thing that tells me is that the money's gone. And then it's like, what happened to it? Right. That's the question. If it really is gone, you better come up with a story. You better come up with a reason as to what happened to all that money, because NOVATECH they were really racking in that for a long time. Right. So, I mean, what happened? Right, you guys saw when I don't know if you guys know, there was an old platform. What the heck was it called? I'm trying to remember. It was like something market gold, FX Master Gold. Do you guys remember FX Master Gold? Man, when that crashed, they said it was their traders. They said that their trader, one of their traders got basically emotional during the process of trading and blew everybody's account. I don't even know how you can blow that many people's accounts all at once. I mean, I'm a trader myself. I've blown accounts. It can happen. But blowing everybody's account like that, you would think that they would have some sort of, some sort of guardrails in place to keep that from happening. But if that's what's if that's what NOVATECH is, if they're really out of money, then yeah, it's a problem. Right? I know I'm not like trying to actively bring new people into NOVATECH. Why would I? right? It just doesn't. I've got other platforms that are way better right now. You know what I mean? I know that Novatech used to be a great platform, but today, no, man, I wouldn't even. I just no, 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 just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. So hopefully, we'll just have to see what happens. Okay. Hey, Sir Don, here's one for you, buddy. All right, booyah. Come May, aren't you supposed to be able to withdraw 10% from the trading account in Novatech? Yeah, you're supposed to, but we're still at the end of April, so let's see what happens here at the end of April. Like, are they gonna come through with the 5%? And then if so, then now we got the thing in May. Are they gonna come through with the 10%? So I think we're gonna know a lot by the end of the month, which is in 2 days away, right? 3 days away. It's gonna be May 1st. So we're gonna know, we're gonna know. I mean, I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments from you guys, and I appreciate you guys keeping me up to date on what's happening with your accounts. Let me know what happened, especially in May. Let me know. Let's just do a rundown of the month of April and how that worked out for you guys. I can tell you, I haven't received anything. Right? I haven't received. I had a pending withdrawal from Novatech that they canceled back before the beginning of April, and I haven't received. I haven't received anything from Novatech for I guess I don't know, man. Maybe 4 or 5 months now. I mean, it's been a while since I've received anything from Novatech, so they've kind of been in this situation. Matthew, Novatech seems to have an issue every week, right? That precludes them from conducting business in accordance with the TOS that they set forth. Now they change the TOSs and they still can't operate. Exactly. It's like, dude, you're like just figure something out that you can do, right? What can you do, right? Let's figure out what can you do, and then at that point, right, you can tell us, okay, here's what we can do, and then you can live up to it, right? Because you can't if you know you can't do it, then why are you sitting there and whatever? You keep changing the parameters. It's like, dude, just come up with something you actually can do, right? I mean, it's not that hard. All right, Wayne, why can't Novatech show us how and what they trade? Well, that's a good question, man. I mean, they don't show it. Which, yet again, I keep coming back to saying how cool Vortic United is, but Vortic United shows their trades. It's nice, right? So you can actually see what's happening. I mean, it's just that you see these differences, and what I will say about Novatech is that they were a forerunner. They made a lot of mistakes, and these newer platforms have learned from Novatech's mistakes. So to make kind of like upgraded types of platforms that work better and that deal with their customers better, right? So one thing that Novatech has done is they carried the torch, right? And they were a great platform for a long time. I made a lot of money with Novatech, but I recognize that I did it differently than many other people, which is one of the reasons why I make this broadcast so that I can empower you guys with some strategies to where you do these things the right way to come out in a net positive, not a net negative, right? And that's one of the reasons why I do this. Okay. All right, so we are on Matthew. I got your question. I'm gonna hit it. Give me. Let's take a 2 minute break, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, Matthew, I was paid 865 from 4-3. That's good. Nothing on my 4200 on 410, waiting on 1000 from April trading account. So you're one of those people who I'm really gonna like. I really want to know. Hang on, guys. Okay, so you're one of those. It's a pet peeve of mine. I have to have the flag covering the whole screen. But yeah, no, you're one of those guys that I want to know what happens with your situation. So please let me know because I think that that 1000 should have come in by now, bro. I mean, what are they going to do? Wait till the very last second to get it in? Uh, so just let me know how that works out and how that happens. I think it's going to be really what's going to be problematic is if they run into the month of May and they still haven't paid out trading account withdrawals for the month of April. So can you see how that's going to start to pile up now too if that happens? And so yeah, I mean, it looks like what we're seeing. It's like we're witnessing a slow plane crash, right? It's like we're witnessing like the train is like getting ready to go off the tracks, and we're sitting here going, "Yeah, it's going off the tracks. Maybe they'll hit the brakes. Maybe it can stop. Uh, maybe there's still enough track for them to get off. Okay, maybe they'll take a turn. Okay, whoop, they missed that turn. Okay, then it's like they're heading for the edge, right? They're heading for the edge, and it's like we're sitting there watching, like, this is and then you got some people say, "Don't say anything negative." Don't say anything negative. It's like, how is it negative? I'm just telling you what's happening, right? I'm just like, don't shoot the messenger, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting the news here, right? Breaking news. I'm not actually trying to be negative against NOVATECH, right? I'm just trying to talk about what's going on, right? Somebody needs to just tell the truth. All right, Max. What's going on, Max? Welcome here. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Invested in Capital X, bought Plan 5, 300%. So far, the numbers and earnings looks good. However, it's no option to withdraw daily profits. I'm assuming only after 5 days. Okay, that's a good shout out. I really would like to know what happens because that's what I'm going to do next, man. I want to, right now, I'm doing a 150% deal. And after that 150% deal, then I'm going to try the 300% deal, right? Because that's like it's too sexy for me to like not do it, right? And it's like that's like a $10,000 profit in 5 days. I mean, and then that's another thing, guys. When you start talking big money talk, and when you start talking about like a lot of wealth and a lot of money, you've got people in this world who just think, oh, he must be doing something illegal, right? Just like, oh, how could anybody ever make 10,000? Let me give you guys a little eye-opening truth. People make $10,000 all the time. Okay, it's 10 guys. I dare say something to you guys. This might ruffle some feathers, but 10,000's not that much money, guys. Right? I mean, it's nice, right? But it's like what are you gonna do? If all you had was $10,000, you better figure out something real quick. So but yeah, no, I'm excited. So I want to see how this 150% deal goes. I'm gonna be bringing you updates, man. I've been doing Capital X updates every day, so I'm gonna be bringing more updates on that. And then yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Joe Hush Money. What's going on, Joe Hush Money? Have you ever heard of a platform called Hush Money? I do get your emails, Joe. I do receive. I read all my emails. Okay, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten back to you just yet, but look, man, I get so many emails with people trying to do this offer, that offer, this platform, that platform, this business, that business. Just like it's like what? If I looked at something and I didn't get back with you, it's probably because I passed on it. Okay, I don't know exactly what I looked at with this hush money thing, man, but I know that you have been emailing me about it. Uh, and if I did pass on it, it's nothing personal, right? It just means that hey, just keep on sending me stuff, guys. I got into Coin Market Bull through somebody who sent me that in the email. right? I got into Capital X that way. Somebody just hit me up and said, "Hey, I thought you might be interested in Capital X." Yeah, right. So if it's something I'm interested in, I'll enroll under you, right? And then I'll bring whoever enrolls under me. That will be commission that goes up to you. So that's a good thing. So don't stop emailing me, right? But just understand, guys, I get a lot of emails, right? So if I don't hit you back, it's nothing personal. Okay. Wayne, since April 11 or since April 1st, I have not gotten my 5%. Yeah. That's what I'm that's what I'm worried about here, guys, is that this Novatech thing is now they're gonna start being late with the trading account things. They said they could do you're gonna be late on a 5% withdrawal from somebody's trading account. Like, why? Right? But oh no, no, we're not going to tell us why. We're just going to say, have faith, right? No problem, nothing to see here, right? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, right? Just everything's fine. Don't no explanation needed. Don't worry about it, right? Bring some more people into the platform while you're at it. Yeah. So I mean, no, that's not going to do it for me, right? I need more than that. I need a lot more. All right. Crypto X, can you share your top 5 platforms? Okay, so this is in. I will say that right now, I am interested in Vortic United as my number one platform, and I gave my reasons. Right, it's because it's like it's stable. They've got good structures in place. I personally I like the man who is behind the platform, the Jensen Robles. He's a trader. As you know, I'm also a trader, right? I hate to tell you, but I am. It's just a fact. I mean, you want to argue against a fact? Go right ahead. But I like Jensen, right? And I like his platform. I like Vortic United. It's doing its thing, right? I mean, ask anybody who's involved with Vortic United, and I'll probably give you the same answer. It's like it's doing its thing. They're doing what they said they're going to do, and what more can you ask for with the platform? Like they said, they're going to get the withdrawals out on Monday. They get the withdrawals out every Monday. They said you're going to get whatever percentage every day during the week. You get it, right? It's like it said you have a support chat box. They get back to you within 24 hours. It's like the best support structure I've seen in a crypto platform. So they got a lot of great things going for them. So I got to put Vortic United up there. Now the rest of these are going to be in no particular order. Right now, I like C12. And even though I just got into it, guys, right now I like Capital X. So there's 3. So we got Vortic United, C12, Capital X. What else? What else am I really excited about right now? I'm excited about a lot of the platforms. Let's do Coin Market Bull, right? Obviously, VidiLook's no longer in my top 5. They can't be, until they get their mess together. And what would be another one that I want to include? That's a good question. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Hang on a second. Okay, so I said C12. I said Coin Market Bull. I said Capital X. I like Vortic United. That's my number one. And I'm going to go with Project 25. Project 25 is also going to be on the list. Guys, if you have not looked into Project 25, you should really look at one of my videos on Project 25 because it works. And, if it works, then I like it, right? And so I definitely check. It's like Project 25 is probably the most passive opportunity out of all of them because with Project 25, you don't even have to make a withdrawal. They actually send you your crypto to your actual wallet. It doesn't even go into a platform for you to withdraw. They send it like every month. They send it directly to your wallet. That nobody else does it that way, guys. And so yeah, I mean, I gotta say that's a cool one too. Okay, so the 4 after Vortic United are in no particular order, right? But Vortic United right now, and I think it's been my top one for a while. Yeah, man, me too. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Mhm. All right, let me find where I was here. Okay, so Stephanie, I basically just answered that question. What are your best recommended platforms? That's them. Matthew, I certainly will. I appreciate you replying to my emails. Sure. Still trying to find the sweet spot for C12. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's there's a lot of different ways to do it for sure. But I mean, 12% a day for 12 days, no matter how you cut that cake, it's pretty sweet, right? I mean, I think, hey, listen, guys, I mean, look, it's doing its thing. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I'm making money with it, right? So what can I tell you, right? It's cool. All right. Next up, Crypto X. How close are you to complete your trading course? You have talked so much about it. LOL. Yeah, dude, uh, my first deadline was May 1st. I think I'm gonna miss it, honestly. I mean, maybe I'll get it done by May 1st, but I try to do a module a day. What I'm doing is I'm breaking it down into there's an intro and then there's modules. So what I'm going to be giving you guys is I'm going to give you modules so that you don't get overwhelmed. So your first module is going to be like finding the correct broker. I'm going to tell you the broker to go to. I'm going to tell you how to set up that broker, and then I'm going to basically say, okay, so your homework for this module is to set up the broker. Don't click on the second module until you complete the first module. So it's going to be broken down into little simple modules to give you the building blocks to where by the time you're at the end of the course, you can 100% replicate my trading strategy, which my trading strategy is achievable, attainable, sustainable, and it's how I was able to make more than I've ever did before. And since you guys have, if you watched the beginning of this video, you know that I've made a lot of money in my past, right? I've been blessed with a lot of very profitable businesses in my life. But with this trading strategy, it blows them all away, right? And because it's scalable, trading is scalable. Once you learn the strategy, you can scale up the money, right? If YouTube went away tomorrow, right? If my other businesses close the doors tomorrow, I'm always going to have a skill that I'm going to not just make a living at, but make a very good living at, right? And that's the power of learning how to trade and of learning. And for me, I'm going to just give you my strategy. So all you have to do is learn how to do module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. You'll get the strategy, you'll learn the strategy. You can just do the strategy and you don't have to go through all the education, all the other stuff, all the trial and error, right? All the loss of money, all the blowing of accounts, all the problems, the sleepless nights, right? Everything that I had to go through, you won't have to because you can do the course and get to the end product, right? Talk about unlimited freedom. That's unlimited freedom right there. When you have a skill where you can go into the markets and make money anytime, any place, baby. 3 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter. Right? From wherever you are in the world, right? The comfort of your own home, right? Fire your boss, quit your job. You see what I'm saying? So I was wanting to get it done by May 1st, but I don't know. But hopefully, let's say this. I will have it out in the month of May. Okay, I there it is. There's the breaking news announcement. Breaking news announcement. Unlimited Freedom is going to be releasing his trading course sometime in the month of May. Okay, I'm like NOVATECH. We're going to get it out to you sometime this month. Okay, don't ask me for an exact date, but sometime in the month of May. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll give you 5%. How about that? In the month of May, I promise I'll give you 5% in the month of May. Right? You're with me? You're with me on that? You're ready to sign up? I'll give you 5% in the month of May. Then the next month, I'll give you 10%. Okay, how about that? Yeah, let's do it that way, guys. I just had an awesome idea, right? Okay. Okay, but seriously, guys, seriously, honestly, seriously, I'm really am gonna try to get it done in the month of May. Okay, so I'll let you guys know. All right, I'll make an announcement. Thank you, guys, thank you. Okay, please, guys, please. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, please. All right. Thank you. Yeah, man. You know what, man? I know I'm not yelling enough, but the thing is, today was such a serious broadcast with having to, go and just rehash all that stuff. It's just like, I'm feeling the sauce. It's starting to come back, but I need, to really get the yelling sauce. It might take me maybe by the end of this. I don't know. Maybe we'll go for 5 or 6 hours today, and I'll be yelling by the end. Maybe I'll lose my voice by the end of the day. Who knows? All right. All right. Let me find where I was here. All right. So there's your answer. We'll get it done in May. Unexempt. I received my 4-3, but my downline is still waiting nearly a month for it, like many others. When Cynthia said last Monday, 4-3 was 50 through 60% paid. She also said she would get, we would get weekly updates. That's just another. I mean, what are they doing, man? Like, why? I was like, I mean, you would think that people would catch on by now that you're like making promise after promise after promise and like you're breaking it, breaking it. Here's a new promise, broke it. Here's a new promise, broke it. Here's another promise, broke it. And it's like, dude, like you got your word is like totally lost.